All right, hello my lovely bunnies. Welcome back to Dragon Age The Veilguard. So, today we unlocked a bunch of new missions, I believe. I want to do the faction missions first before I do these meet with the crows or inquisitors. So, let's head on over to the Grey Warden area, I believe. Oh wait, actually, before we head over to that, we have a bunch of people to talk to. See, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, blah, 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 all these exclamation marks. So let's go talk to them first.
Myrna, hello. I assume Vorgoth's not far behind.
We have her, Rook. We have her. We know exactly what she's planning.
The professor asked us to research the artifact that came into the possession of Johanna Hezenkos.
She carries a gloaming lantern.
That bad as it sounds?
They were fashioned in ages past by unscrupulous necromancers. The lanterns steal and concentrate life.
Johanna could use it to leech life from hundreds at a time. An endless source of power.
It's horrifying.
A lantern that sucks the life out of people?
Their very souls. But we know where Johanna will be.
She has returned to Blackthorn Manor.
Hezenkos intends to hold a soiree.
That can't be her whole plan.
No, but I propose a small group infiltrate
Okay, we're
Johanna's
getting
lair
everybody else's
while she's
quests.
distracted and destroy her lantern.
Let's do it.
Vorgoth and I must return to the necropolis.
Hunt well.
If only we could make Johanna see reason.
You tried before. She seems stubborn.
Perhaps that's why she attained immortality, while I quake on the threshold. If I make my own bid for lichdom. Oh, it's no use pretending this hasn't stirred up that old dread of my own mortality.
Maybe that's healthy?
You could also be having a normal reaction to facing danger every other day.
No, it shouldn't be this crushing, this prevalent. No. Johanna was never beset by these sort of fears.
Yeah, and look at what she
Well, a
is
little
now.
fear's healthy. You'll feel better once we crash her lair and destroy that lantern. Promise.
She's sucking souls from people. You sure you want to be like her? Just saying. Also, yeah, looks like we're getting tons of quests. So... Whee!
Oh, that's not good. Not even a little bit. Rook, we have to go. We might already be too late.
Slow down.
Oh, well,
What's
too
happening?
bad. That's not what
The
happens in
artifact.
Dragon Age.
Remember how I told you that I'd know if they started another ritual? They did, and it's big. Really, really big. Arlathan big, maybe.
You're sure?
Completely. Nothing else explains that resonance.
Okay, so how do we stop that from happening?
I don't know. Hope the ritual's just started? We might be able to stop it if they haven't gotten very far.
Well,
And
I'm
if they've had
sorry,
the
you're gonna
chance?
have to wait in
These
line.
rituals need an anchor with a physical body, so not a spirit or whatever Anaris is, which means Syrian. And there's only one way to free an anchor.
Then let's not waste any time.
Just because I want to show the ridiculousness of time in this game, we're doing Balara last. Just because, just because of that one quest that we got that I'm still salty about, where we went to rescue the elves, right? And then it was like, oh, there's more side quests that you have to do before you rescue the poor
Rook,
elves.
I've compiled the last reports from an informant. You remember our talk with Rana? She had a lead on Alia's location. A place called Sanctum Lucican.
I still don't know who the fuck
A
Aelia
lost
is.
Tevinter temple, right? Does this mean you found it?
I'm pretty damn sure.
Alia's hideout. Not sure if I should be excited or worried. Either way, I'm there.
Worried. And I figured.
So where is this place?
The Miratha's Catacombs, an underground temple to the god of night. It was sealed off and forgotten under a derelict building outside the Thread Market. I've had an eye on the catacombs. Alia's haunted them before, but they span the city, endless twists, hidden passages.
Like Paris.
It's too much to sweep alone. Thanks to Rana's information, I was able to drop the right hints, ask the right questions. Now we've got a sanctum.
Old temples. Oh, because we're Indiana Jones.
Infiltrating an abandoned temple. Good thing you got me around.
A little less abandoned with Venatori moved in, but I'm not going to argue. Ducktown's on edge. People are missing. The Threads are putting up a fight against Alia's followers, but they can't last forever. Alia's a powerful blood mage now. If I let her finish the ritual, no more chances.
So what's our next move?
Meet at the Swan, put the last pieces in place after that. We'll see.
I still don't know who Aelia is. Like, really, I don't even think I've met her. Alright, to my honey bun, which is the quest that I actually quite enjoy. The griffin babies!
Rook, Evka and Antoine sent word. A warden's arrived at Lavendale with news. He might have a lead on Isaiah.
Then we've got to get to Lavendale.
Agreed. Thanks.
That is one of the things that kind of makes me sad is in all the other Dragon Ages, I didn't like some of the companions, but there was always like a few companions that I just really warmed up to. And in this one, I'm just kind of meh on all of them. Like, take Hassan away from Davrin and he's worse. Just, everyone is just, I don't know.
Hey, what's shaping?
No one says what's shaping anymore.
Oh, I thought it was a dwarf thing.
Yeah, if you lived in Orzammar 20 years ago.
Wow, just trying to be nice, and what do I get? Sass.
Aw, well, I appreciate it. And I'm doing okay. I think I just need some time to think and sort things out.
It'd be kind of surprising if you didn't.
Fighting seems to like it when we're dislike it when we're nice, so.
Suffocating under the weight of the Titan's pain. I couldn't see a way past it. And all I wanted was for the rest of the world to suffer too. And then everyone was there. And that's when I knew we'd be okay. That I'd be okay.
I was, like, I read that as, like, you wouldn't have done that for me.
I know you would have done the same for me.
You helped me remember who I was. Not some titan, but just Lace Harding.
You're still an NPC.
And yes, if you ever need me like I needed you, I will be there. That is my promise to you.
Sorry. That is so game-coded.
You know,
like,
I think about Solus sometimes. He's been trapped by his mistakes for eons. When you're blinded by sorrow and pain, you need someone to help you past it. But he's too proud for that. He believes he's alone, even when he doesn't have to be.
He'll never ask for help, but that doesn't mean we can't offer it anyway.
I still
Do
am
you
like...
think he can be helped?
The Inquisitor and Solus were friends. I know she wants her friend back. She's reached out. All Solas has to do is take the offered hand, the simplest thing. And yet, no one's beyond help, Rook. No one. I have to believe it. Or none of this matters.
I was gonna say, I thought it would be more interesting if the Inquisitor and Solas were romantic partners, and if that was what you decided. But then I was looking at mods the other day, because, you know, I like to go mod shopping, and there was literally a mod that was like, make the Solas Inquisitor romance more impactful in the game. So I literally think that if you were romanced to a I mean, I had to check mark, because if you have watched my other Dragon Age series, I am literally using the same story that I've played through for all of those games. So if you go and see my full Dragon Age playthrough or playlist, like all my decisions from 1, 2, 3, although they didn't care about 1 and 2 decisions, all my decisions from 3 from that playthrough is what I decided for this one. And there was only 3 decisions I had to make. Who you're dating, how did the Inquisition end, and one other thing. Oh, right, do you want to forgive Solas or kill him? And mine was Cullen, which has not been brought up at all. Obviously, Inquisition broken, and want to forgive Solas. But I'm like, maybe if you were in a relationship with Solas, some dialogue might change, but it feels like that's it. Like, very minimal.
Hey, I got word from my mother. She wants to talk.
Have you talked with her since?
Nope, not since I told her I was non-binary. But her note said she wanted to talk about that tablet we found, the old Kunari one. Of course that's what she wants to talk about. We can go whenever you're good.
I'll let you know.
I'm in a salty mood this morning, and I apologize. Just... I didn't read the reviews. I just knew that this game got a really bad review. And I will say right now, as to where we are, I can kind of see some of the complaints, okay? I can see some of the complaints. First of all, your decisions from the other game don't matter. Let's be honest. They don't matter. Unless the end game makes a difference on it. Okay. And coming from a series that... Now, let's be fair. This series, sorry, there's, no, I wanted to do these ones first. Yeah, I wanted to do these ones first. But, anyways, coming from, like, all the other Dragon Age series, they really don't have, like, connected stories as much as like Mass Effect does. Like some decisions, yeah, okay. But it's like little things that happen. Except for in 3, when you go to meet the Grey Warden contact. It could be Alistair, it could be the freaking, I forget his name, the guy that betrayed everybody, and then you forgive at the end. How the frick? I always forget how to get into this building. It's like, why do I have to go around? Anyways, my point being is unlike Mass Effect, where if you do one thing in Game 1, it could literally affect Game 3. Dragon Age has never really been like that, but it is very disappointing that, especially because, like I said before, because Isabella's actually in this game, like, Isabella is a romantic companion in number 2, and I played through... I've played all the Dragon Ages multiple times, but I played through a version where I did date her, and in the epilogue, her and Hawk sail away together. Like, that's literally what happens, so, but they didn't even ask. And I realize that a lot of those characters aren't in this game, but because Isabel is, it feels a little weird, because if you did date her, wouldn't Hawk be right next to her? Like, hanging out, chilling? We haven't heard anything from Hawk. We haven't heard anything from Ferelden. It's like, they don't matter, but the Inquisitor is literally in Ferelden right now. And it just feels very disconnected. And let me just get this out because I'm a little upset. And then also the combat system was really fun at the beginning, but now it's kind of boring. Like, I'm literally pressing the same buttons. Like, the sniping saves it for me. So I can't imagine playing a freaking mage where you're just pressing 1, 2, 3, you know? In the other ones, there's a lot more tactics involved, especially on really, really hard mode, which maybe I should be playing on. No, I can't play on hard mode because you have to beat it first.
I can still hear it. Though it is giving me a headache.
Please be careful.
With the container? It's very sturdy. I tested it.
What? When? And how?
Am I interrupting?
No. Our study of the new blight continues.
We know the gods changed the blight. We think it changed more than they realized, or altered itself after.
It's answering to something other than gods.
Not ominous at all?
You sure you're not underselling the scariness there?
I don't know. We could try again.
And give Rook nightmares?
So what's the blight answering to?
Remember the strange call I heard after the Lavendale battle? It was here, in the wetlands.
We think the source is out a ways, towards the redoubt.
I can tell it's something large, rooted. A construct of the blight itself. An eruption controlling the rest. What that could mean. Everything that calls the blight impacts the Wardens. We withstand it. But gods, archdemons, it all adds strain.
If the eruption calls the blight, then it could mess with us too. Spark the calling sooner. We'll lose ourselves, along with the wetlands.
So we kill this eruption. It can't die, right?
That's the hope. Remember those samples you found when we first arrived? Based on our studies, Antoine made an alchemical flame. It's impressive. It should destroy the eruption.
Theoretically. At least the last batch was stable. Mostly.
But if the eruption's controlling the blight and it gets attacked, then the blight around Lavendale might respond.
Yes, its roots are everywhere. And spreading. I can feel them.
These people can't lose their blight experts. I can go after the eruption.
While we guard against nasty side effects here.
Stay safe. Or as safe as you can.
I actually really
I've
like
no
this
fear
couple.
when FK's at my back.
You've always got me.
The blight poisons so much. Water, plants, animals, people. Some would call the wetlands dead already. But they're not. It's not too late. Whatever the eruption means for the Wardens, we can leave this place better. It's what we're supposed to do.
We'll take our stand in the sheltered glade. Meet us there when you're done.
Alright, continuing my rant while we walk over there. Oh, that's the other one. I don't want to do that one yet. So that kind of bothers me because it's like... And then on top of that, not connecting the previous games, I've had to explain to a lot of you a lot of the lore that's going on. Lore with
Let's
the
find the
Grey
blight eruption.
Wardens, lore with the Qun, like lots of lore that... Let's face it, it's been like 10 years since the last game came out. So anybody who's picking this up might very well be a new player to the series. And even the very starting scene is like, I would be completely turned off of the game because I have no idea what the frick is going on. You know what I mean? And I've been explaining things when things happen, like, and maybe it doesn't make the biggest of difference, but I think it does because world building is like a very important for your story, right? And this has had 4 games to world build, but unfortunately a lot of it is locked behind mountains and mountains of text. And if you're like me, and I do not like reading like all the books in Genshin, for example, you know, you're not going to read that text. I'm not, some people do like to read like the books and the stuff, lore that drops in there, but I just don't. And if you're not like that, then you would be losing a lot of the world building that's happening and has happened in the previous games. But I think that makes it very disconnected. As someone who has played Dragon Age, it's fine. Like, I know kind of what's going on, but it has been a while. Like, I'm not, like, it's been a while since I played it. So even for me, I'm like, oh yeah, kind of remembering, like, kind of jaunting my memory, you know? But for people who haven't played, I can totally see how this would be really hard.
Something in here. Something wrong.
Okay, let us know when we're close.
That looks like Blight Eruption. And then, I don't know who half of the freaking people are. Like, I don't know who Aelia is. And it's because all of the side, like the companion stories are so disjointed between the main quests that so much has happened that I completely forget what was going on. Same with the main quests, actually. Like, the only reason I remember, the only ones that stick with me is
the eruption's
like,
on the other side of that barrier.
You'll need to call the tendrils to break through.
Davrins, because the enemy didn't just like, the enemy like showed up as we were going to see the Givers, which set it up well. The other ones just didn't set up very well. Like how, I still don't know who the frick Aelia is. I've never even seen her and or met her. I think Lucanus's is pretty good because we met him and we met Ilario, we had like conversations with him and, you know, we got to know that. But it's like going to the enemy out of nowhere that I don't know who it is not appealing. Hardings was pretty good too, but I'm pretty sure those old wolf statues that I found were like an extra thing that you didn't have to do. So we wouldn't have known about the Titan stuff.
Better move before more darkspawn show up.
Unless we had done that. So that also is interesting. So I kind of get some of the reviews. I am still really enjoying it, but I am not gonna lie that I'm getting a little bored with the combat. It's just, I'm literally pressing the same 3 buttons. Even with the companions with me. Where is this going? Like in previous games, you had like more control over your companions, and you had to be quite tactical. Where is this?
A tendril. It's attached over there.
Where? I will say,
there,
however,
that ledge. We can destroy the tendrils from there.
oh, here we go. I will, however, say that the cinematics in this game are freaking stunning. Like, my goodness. Like, the Grey Warden battle was amazing. My god, that was freaking good.
Never turn down one of those.
I never turned down a ballista either.
We're through.
Let's see what's at the heart of this.
And then I'm also disappointed because I was led to believe that Solus was actually going to be the final villain, which would have made the stakes just insane because he's someone we actually know, care about, got to like.
Is that
or
the
dislike in my opinion, but I still like, you know.
Wow, that's, big.
The darkspawn are protecting it. We need to take them out.
Damn it!
Davrin?
I can hear that eruption. The light's spreading. We need to stop it.
Oh, and you know what? While we're complaining and rambling, let's add on to the fact that if you're a ranged character, you pretty much need to have Tasha or Davin with you to taunt because they don't leave you the frick alone. They come after you like, oh, I used to play Tales series, right? I love the Tales series. And I play on like really hard mode, right? And on really hard mode, it's like kind of tactically sound to like switch between characters, right? Especially for healing, because the healing AI people are friggin' awful. They're so bad. They're terrible at healing. So I switched to healers, right? But as soon as you switch to a healer, it's like, bam! They come right after you. So it's like you have to do it so quickly that they can't.
Great job, Rook.
Sorry, the game is a little loud right now.
Davrin, are you okay?
The eruption's not happening. Just keep fighting. We're not falling to it.
Where's the... There we go. Back. We're turning that down a little bit.
Careful, on your right. We won't give in.
That is a big boy.
That did it, Davrin.
Happy to help.
Whee!
We're getting good at this.
So yeah, I'm not done yet, but
Let's
just
get that eruption.
the disruption between quests really makes it challenging. And
All right, we strike and the whole thing goes up.
I appreciate the burn it all.
All right, time to destroy this thing.
Burn it all! Burn it all! Burn! Burn it all! I'm really sorry. I don't tend to like to be negative. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just giving my like opinions on things. And you know what? I think my opinions are quite nice because I've played the other Dragon Age games where maybe some people haven't. So it's like I have something to, and I've also played Mass Effect. Although Mass Effect is one of the most phenomenal games I've ever played in my entire life, so hard to compare it to that. But you know what? When it's the same company, and then I think I've said this before, but the fact that Rook's backstory is also just in text is really disappointing, especially because in the first game, you got to choose from 6, like multiple different, whichever race you wanted to be, and Elf had 2, right? I think even Dwarf had 2, like the cast and then like the royal, like you could be, anyways. And you played through the backstory of all of those. So why couldn't you do the same with Rook, of how you met Varric? Instead, you're just told, which we always know, show, don't tell in a narrative. You're just told, hey, you're best friends with Varric now. And this is why. And I don't like that. That's a really pretty tree, by the way.
They aren't blighted. Were they dormant?
Maybe. They're beautiful. Much like you.
Ah, Rook. Hi.
We knew when you hit that eruption. The blight around Lavendel reacted. And there was a sound in it. Like nothing we've heard before.
What happened in there? What was it like?
A battle for the ages.
Oh, now there's a story to get people's attention. I'll tell it at every campfire.
A little bragging is good for you, right?
I want stories about your fight later.
When the eruption was destroyed, some of the bigger tendrils pulled back. The remaining blight won't vanish overnight, but it's a good sign. And this place opened up.
That's a really
The
pretty
flowers
tree.
here, they managed to survive, buried, untouched. They have a chance to return now.
Aww. Flowers can return.
Oh, that's incredible. I wasn't expecting flowers.
It's what we're here to do, to make this possible again.
We thought the Grey Warden's purpose would end when the last archdemons died.
And that time's almost here. It's unbelievable.
The Order is those of us left now. When the archdemons fall, some Wardens will hang up their swords. Until they're calling, at least.
So the Wardens are finished?
No, our numbers may get smaller, but Efka and I will be here. Others will stay too.
There's still blight in the world. There's something new calling to it. And to us.
There's blight inside us too. If it changed out there, have we changed as well?
What matters is that if
I
new
was gonna
evils
ask,
show
would
up,
you even have a
we'll
calling
be here
anymore?
to keep them back.
I would actually love if this game had the blight completely finished. That would be a fantastic
Do you really
ending.
think something inside you has changed?
It's possible. Or maybe we're the same. But does that mean we'll be the same? You can't sense the blight. But trust us, it feels different. And the sound is changing too.
As for what it means, it's like Antoine said. We don't know yet.
I'm sure you'll be fine. But if there's anything I can do, just say.
Of course. It's good we answered your first letter. And it didn't catch fire.
What?
It may have come close to an explosive, but we all met in the end.
The blight feels relentless most of the time. We see what it does up close.
The world dying, how it spreads. But we keep going.
And look, these flowers can make it back.
I want to say that, but I
They
want to
really
stay with Davin.
And they're beautiful.
I think so.
Lavendel was named for flowers. They must have been everywhere before. When we get back.
We can stay here a bit longer first.
Oh yes. I thought I heard birds earlier. Maybe we can find them?
Ha ha ha. Davin! Let them not out romance us. Aww. That's so pretty. The blight eruption was destroyed, and its hold on Hosberg wetlands is over. While it takes time for the rest of the blight to recede, there's hope life will return once more. Though uncertain about what this future holds, Efka and Antoine are optimistic for what comes.
The wetlands aren't fully healed.
But some places barely come back at all.
Yeah. Pushing back the blight? It's possible.
Okie dokie. Oh wait. I should go talk to the vendor to see if our Grey Warden friendship leveled up. Oh, also, if you are curious, I tend to bring the person with me whose area it is because I've noticed that the bad guys in that area tend to have the weakness to whatever character relates to it. For example, the Darkspawn, which are here, are weak to fire, and Davin has fire attacks.
We
Oh,
work
so does Tosh.
You're keeping busy.
Wake up! There we go. Ooh, but that's a longbow. I don't like longbows. Whatever, I'll buy them. Phew. Oh, I'm out of money. Also kind of sad that all you can do to decorate is your, I'm out of money. I don't even know where I'm getting money.
All right then.
Okay, let's head over to the other one. I'm gonna do that one on my own. Let's do the one that I don't like first. I don't know who Neve is. I don't know who Aelia is, so. But yeah, so basically I just, where is it? You know what? Let's do the, what am I doing? What am I doing? Trying to teleport. Now let's do the factions one first so we can upgrade the faction and get better equipment. So yeah, so I'm gonna switch to Neve here. I actually really like Neve and Bellara together. Because you pull them in and then, where's the little, on the other side? And blizzard them and then explode them. I'm gonna run right through you guys instead of around like a decent person. Yeah, okay. Fire and ice. Sure. Okay.
Thanks for the tip-off.
You spend far too much time here, Dorian.
Dorian!
This is where all my favorite people are. And besides, I have news. And every messenger bird I've met is dreadful at nuance.
Good to see you again.
Magister Parvus, it's good to see you again.
At least someone appreciates my presence.
You're our eyes in the Magisterium. If someone spots you here...
Yes, I know. Can't be spotted with the shadow dragons. You worry too much, May.
Well, what do you have for us?
The cult lost people in Alethan, and leadership has fallen to Knight Commander Lenos. He aims to bring the city to its knees.
But Minrathous is already falling apart.
I know. While the Varantis' attack on the city could have been much worse, the people's fear in the aftermath is palpable.
And the rumors about the Archon are true. He's dead. Assassinated during the Dragon's rampage. The palace has tried to keep the news from spreading until a new Archon steps up.
And no one has?
No one dares. Not with the Venatori circling like vultures. The risen gods are preparing for something big. And for that, they need fear. Chaos.
More chaos?
More fear, more chaos. Haven't the Venatori done enough?
Restraint is not exactly their strong point, Rook. Lenos is the key to all of it. First, we stop what he's planning for Minrathous.
And then we find out what the gods are preparing for.
Let's hope it stays that simple. One of Lenos' Venatori associates is often at the Cobbled Swan. Let's see what we can get from him.
We? Dorian, you can't be going yourself.
It's the Swan. Everyone goes to the Swan.
Clearly.
I'll head out right now.
Everyone wants to meet at the Swan. Literally. I think I have that one, and I have also, like, meeting my beautiful Inquisitor. Oh, so pretty. Jealous of her. I hope her hair isn't messed up.
What do you think of the Shadow Dragons?
They're good. They help people. Even if they aren't actually dragons.
We probably shouldn't keep Dorian waiting too long.
Look at literally every single quest I have here is in this location. Neve's quest, meeting the Inquisitor. Please don't automatically do the Inquisitor quest. Okay, thank goodness. There's just some bubbles here.
There's Lenos' associate. According to the shadows watching him, he's nervous and doesn't talk much, but does odd jobs for coin. Interesting, yes? I'll draw him off, you check his belongings, see if you can discover any clues about Lenos's plan.
Oh, hello. Wait, what am I doing? Sorry, there's so many blue dots in here, I'm getting confused.
A bedroll. It's definitely seen better days. And it's damp. Sleeping out in the rain. Mostly gone. Warm. I don't even know what this is. Ale? Looks like he's been nursing it a while. Half-eaten stale bread, water flask, muddy socks. And this map. Minratha's targets. That doesn't sound good.
Okay, I was like, what next? Alright, avoid the golden circles, my goodness. I'm gonna click on the wrong one for sure.
Lenos intends to destroy the city with Blight and Darkspawn.
Carthus. Nothing like an attack to cause chaos in the city. You should head there immediately.
All right, let's go.
That was weird. It like cut through that strangely.
Watch yourself. Trouble coming.
Alright, I feel so bad because Tosh is just so much better, but... she really is.
Too bad.
I've got the setup.
Ooh, very nice. Wait, who's doing... I thought when I taunted... Did Tosh chill them? I'm so confused on that one. I thought she did fire damage to them. Hey! Why didn't I make it? Oh, I see. I gotta go that way. Yeah! Hey, it's the thing that is like an actual enemy that I thought was like a ballista. I really did. I was so confused.
Done.
Watch out. I bet this Darkspawn was what tore through the gate.
Ah, fantastic. It was just a treasure room, I guess. What, are you only gonna activate when I step up here? Fine.
Here comes trouble.
What you covered.
This thing has a belly, and it opens it up to reveal its yummy, yummy, vulnerable dark innards. I think. If I'm remembering the enemy correctly. Mommy!
Got him ready for you.
Well, that's done.
I assume I'm probably supposed to go that way, but we do not leave treasure behind. Oh, wait, does this connect to something? Wait. Did I just leave treasure behind?
Something big.
Or could I? Wait, I'm confused now. I left treasure behind. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? You know what? I actually forgive myself because you would think that the door that the boss enemy thingy is guarding is the way to go, not the not way to go. Whoop. You know, Rook, you are, in all intents and purposes, a pirate. You steal treasure. You're a pirate. So tell me, why can you not swim?
Here we go.
This seems to be a very big oversight.
That's got it. Torture side of Tosh.
We killed the last enemy. I wanted to kill the last enemy. Okay, well, luckily for you, there's more. Hey. Actually, this looks like too much fun to not blow up with a grenade.
Now it's your turn.
Just a giant swarm of deliciously
more blight in the way.
blow-upable darkspawn.
That did it. We can get through.
Think there's enough of them?
Nope. Oh, there's a guy over there. Once again, I hate that he can reach me, but I can't reach him. Oh, I can reach him.
Got us a range. I'll pick this one.
Whee! That was nice.
Made it through that one.
Everything's crumbling down here. Might be tricky to.
There is a nightmare mode. I can't do it because I have to play a game through once on the highest difficulty to get nightmare mode.
I'm lost trying to map this place. But I've mentioned that.
Nightmare mode is definitely a lot more fun because and challenging. I played through Inquisition on nightmare mode and it was, yeah. But it still has the problem of like the beginning is really hard. Where am I? What? Ah, I see. Okay. I was like, what?
We need to find the other boil. Find the blight boils. We need to clear the way and keep pushing.
We got it. Way should be clear.
Yeah, it still has a problem that once you get to a certain level, it just gets a little easier. Like, remember when we had a tough time with those dragons and then we slayed one after another? That's kind of partly why I wanted to do it on a lower level. Just to make it a little more challenging for myself. The dragons are fun though. The dragons are fun and challenging.
Shadow dragons?
Hey!
How did you find this place? Venatori, for me! Do you think you've won? Do you think you can stop the Venatori?
I have one.
I don't know, but I can take you on.
You guys are all piled up very nicely. Just stay right there. Good.
At least we're not trying to blight it. Need to move. There we go.
I like him just getting frozen and it's like just sitting there. Like blue in the face. Hey, what? Where'd you come from? I thought us finishing off the boss would get us victory. I really want to knock somebody off the edge with that grenade shot.
One less corrupt Templar in Minrathous.
Can't say he'll be missed.
Let's look around, see what we find.
Treasure! Aw.
Weird place to hang out.
Treasure? I'm only in this for the treasure. Lenos preparations for the Vision God's ritual demand more soldiers. Sow chaos within the city. Make the people desperate. Tell them the Venatori and the gods will deliver them. Do not disappoint. They keep giving me like Spanish. I don't know why.
That's what the gods
I don't know
in the
if somebody in the company like is Spanish, but they keep giving me like Spanish episodes, and so I finally looked up how to do a Spanish accent, and it was like turn the I's into E's and the O's into A's. Whoops.
These star charts predict an eclipse to make magic stronger.
So they're doing magic crap under an eclipse. That's never good.
All this.
So cliche.
The ritual, the eclipse, and the Venatori plans. We have to bring this to the Shadow Dragons immediately.
Let's head back. The Shadows need to know about this.
How do I... Where are you going? Where are you going? What? Oh, that was nice. Nice of her to teleport me. Thanks, Tosh. Miraculous teleporting skills.
Evil old gods, rituals, waiting for the stars. It's about as Tevinter as blood magic and hubris. Learning about the gods' plans is wonderful, of course. But the lists of magisters you got your hands on. Now there's the real gold.
You've looked at it already. Of course you have.
Information on their backers, the ties to illegal slavery. Don't you see what this means?
This is power, May. Imagine becoming Archon and using this against those who've been hurting the people for years.
You on the throne? Dorian.
Tell me that wouldn't be a splendid way to bring about real change.
I sense a plan.
Sounds like someone's got a plan.
Goodness, you make me sound absolutely nefarious. I love it. But yes, If the Venatori can scheme, so can we.
But how would you use this information exactly?
Dorian wants to use it to crush our enemies by whatever means necessary. I prefer to use it to rally the people.
Oh, please. This is like a corrupt
The
city.
information known. Allow the people to see the real justice served. Prove that from now on, we work for them.
We tried that already. Or have you forgotten Lucerne? I no longer trust that political machine will work in our favor. No. We must get at the root of the problem before they can react. A more forceful approach. Destroy them
I agree
and
with
their
Dorian.
networks
Like, if this was a normal city...
Swords and spies and blackmail? The devious means you learned in the South? If we go outside the system, we invite everyone else to do the same. No. We have to do this in the open. Show the people of Tevinter that we're here for them.
They don't care.
Shadow Dragons. It's right there in the name. You supported this because you knew the system didn't work for the people.
The point was to work in the shadows until we could work in the light. And Rook has brought us what we need.
May, the Imperium's politics burned you once and you still...
Enough. We're not the only ones who have a stake in this. Rook, you have been instrumental in all this.
Look, you...
Which strategy do you prefer?
Dorian's strategy... Wait, so aren't you on the same side? I don't know.
What sort of change are you trying to achieve?
For a start, slavery. Abhorrent. It needs to go no more.
And Tevinter has been ruled by the Altus mages for all of its history. That must change. The Zoparati, non-mages, deserve a say in their own governance.
And all that's just the beginning of what will undoubtedly be a long journey.
Yeah, I can't pick the Archon.
Shouldn't you be on the same side?
We are on the same side. We both know what Tevinter needs. How best to get it, that's the question.
If we went with Dorian's plan, I'd support it fully. But we won't, because he'll come around and realize that I'm right.
And I'd absolutely back you up on that if you were right, which you aren't.
Oh my gosh.
We'll see.
Will we?
Whatever, I'm just gonna continue this.
You want me to choose who'll be Archon? But I'm not even from here. I can't decide.
Then talk to the ones who are. See what they say. Asher and Tarquin, Neve, Gallus, they're all a part of this, just as you are. We should all be comfortable with whatever course we take.
So I'm guessing the Shadow Dragons...
I'll go do that.
If you're in the Shadow Dragons, you could just pick right there and not have to go talk to everybody.
Grand news about Lenos. One less crooked Templar in town.
That guy to the left is the sexiest man in this series. Or in this game.
Lenos got what he deserved.
Makes you smile, doesn't it? Drinks for everyone.
Only because he has that... I mean, his voice... Oh, wait.
I hear
No,
he
no.
started out different.
I'm sorry.
Maybe he once cared
He's
about
competing
something
with
other
the
than
guy
gold.
from the,
Well, I didn't know that, Lenos.
Necropolis.
And I'm not going to mourn the one I did. Still,
No, the one with no face
I'll
at
thank the
all.
bastard for writing everything down.
He's also
and delivering
quite...
it to us all neat.
His
Dorian
voice.
and Maevaris still have to decide what to do with everything we got from Lenos.
Oh my god, listen to that voice. That voice is like my favorite voice in the entire game, plus his getup. Well, no. Competing with the shadow guy in the Necropolis. Like those two, head to head.
I just don't know enough about Tevinter to know what's best for its people.
I suspect this decision will determine Tevinter's path for years to come.
Then Dorian's way is my choice. He knows you don't stop to talk when you find a hole in the enemy's defenses.
Dorian is a brash rebel.
And Maevaris too much of a romantic.
I think the people will appreciate Maevaris returning as the leader they've always wanted to see.
No. They'll appreciate their lives actually changing for the better.
Yeah, you're not actually making this easier.
Ugh, this is not helping. At all.
If I'd known you wanted help, I wouldn't have said anything.
Quinn.
What? Opinions are cheap. Sometimes you just have to go where you go.
Well, in that case, I choose Dorian. Because
not
I love
helpful.
Dorian, so you know what? Whatever. Why am I even having these conversations then?
So what do you think?
Lenos is gone. We got information about the Venatori's plans, the god's ritual. I'd call that a good day.
I meant about Mevaris and Dorian. We all want change. Who will be the more effective in getting it?
Oh, that. You're dragging me into it?
You're the detective.
You're the famed detective. What's the right call?
This isn't a murder.
Politics is murder. Isn't that what they always say?
Mevaris Talani has been in this game for decades. She's dedicated and ruthless when she needs to be. Dorian Parvis is a wild card. Flashy and inventive, he'll keep his enemies on their toes.
So once again...
But damn it, there's no right answer. They both play the game well, and Tevinter's ready for change. But the best way to get it, who can make it happen, I wish I knew.
So talking to these people wasn't a complete and utter waste of time. Thank you, I appreciate that. Dorian, because I love him.
Maker. A full quarter of the Magisterium supporting a cult. Bending the knee to these risen old gods just for a taste of more power. Can they not see they're only tools for the gods? So they can destroy the world?
Demanding intelligence, rationality, and self-awareness from our peers. You ask too much, Mevaris.
Look at me. Such a fool.
Ah, it's Rook. You spoke with the others.
What do you think? Who should be leading the charge from here on?
Dorian. Screw all this. Support Dorian.
Dorian should lead.
Then it is decided. Of course, it only makes sense, but... Ha! Look at me! The sudden pressure.
You won't be alone. All of us are behind you. The
Lots
Shadow
of people
Dragons,
actually approve.
the city, her people.
It will take all of them to overcome
Not
the
Neve,
risen
though.
gods.
You'll find a way to bring them together.
The people know they don't want blight-ridden fiends in their city. They don't need me to tell them. I can, however, show them how to fight. Gods, cults, evil magisters, nothing will stand in our way of forging a new Tevinter.
Good for you. I don't know why you need it. I mean, really? You're gonna make me decide between Dorian, who I literally played an entire game with, and this person that I have no idea who they are? Okay. Easy. But no, seriously, even listening to their plans and doing all the quests in this city is like gangs, violence, that's just how they work. So trying to politically sway them with words just doesn't feel like the right option for this kind of place. I mean, the freaking people, like, there's like, it really feels like the city is just like a Yakuza plan game. And yes, they all want what's best for the city.
Damn Knight Commander.
Hey, why is it not up there? Come on. Bonk, bonk. Anyway, that's about an hour, so we're gonna stop this episode here, and we'll probably do Neve's companion quest next since we're here, and might as well just keep the same people. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I apologize again for all the blabbing in the beginning. I just had a lot of opinions, and you know me, I blab. If you like my channel, you like blabbing. Well, everybody needs a good blab once in a while. Alright, I love you all. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Johnny!